Welcome to a very sunny TIO Stadium today. It's the 26th match of Leo's NAB Challenge. It's the Demons up against the Blues. So here we are, we're up in Darwin once again, and these teams, well, Carlton, they're already in the bin and they're on -4 points after playing a game where two players were wearing the same number. I'm going to be watching out for that again to see if they can get on -8 if they lose this game today. Yeah, well, Melbourne, they've had an all-right season so far. They're 1-1, and that's on the ball against Marky Murphy. I thought that was going to be a ball up. So Melbourne, they had a win over the Swans early on in the season, but then they were in front against the Cats, but they somehow managed to lose that game. So we're going to see what they can produce here against the Blues. And there's a kick inside the forward, 50. And it's a mark to Dawes, it appears. So he's going to have the first set shot of the game, and he's missed it. So Carlton, they don't want to be ending up with minus points. They're currently on -4, and they're bottom of the ladder after fielding two players with the same number. I'm sure you know. But you get -4 for that, and there's a kick on the way from the Blues, and it's a goal. It's the first goal of the game. It goes to Menzel. Blues by 5. Jones takes the mark. About 60 metres out from the Blues goal. 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Kicks inside the forward, 50. And there's a mark to big boy Casbolt. Yeah. He's a big boy and he loves kicking the goals, and he gets one there. So the Blues get 2 in a row and they lead by 11. Tapped by Cruiser to the opposition, but he gets the big tackle in, does the big boy Cruiser. Yeah, well, Carlton, I've got some big players and they might be playing into their advantage. And speaking of big boys, it's Casbolt once again. He can get 2 in a row. Kicks on the way, kicks on the way, kicks on the way. Goal! So Carlton have had an excellent start here with 3 goals in a row. Tapped by Melbourne player. Number 9 hand passes it backwards. I'm not sure if that was the correct option. Oh, how about that from number 18? Hand pass to Jamar. That was really good. Shrugging off there. And it's kick inside the forward 50 to Hogan. Well, that was incredible by number 18 for Melbourne. He just shrugged off 3 Carlton players. And it's the first goal of the game to Melbourne. Now on the board. Carlton out of the middle again. They're looking to cancel out that Melbourne goal. Yeah, they are. And here's Jones on the wing. He's had a lot of the ball this season. And don't be surprised if he gets more of it this game. And there's a mark to Henderson. Yeah, we've seen him a little bit. And he gets another for the Blues, and they cancel out that Melbourne goal. Judd, he's in the middle. So far, so good for Carlton. No players with the same numbers on the kit. And we should probably explain to the viewers at home why they're only on -4 and not -8. Because they won against Fremantle, which means they got the 4 points. But then they got 4 points deducted, so they got 0. And they lost their first game, which means they just got -4 deducted from 0. And that gave them -4. So that's a bit of just explanation for the viewers at home. They might be confused why they're not on -8. It's because they won a game. They got awarded 4 points for that, but then they got 4 points taken away. So they got 0 points for that. So that's why they're still on -4, the Blues. But they're going to finish bottom of the ladder. Well, they might not, because if they get through this game and win it, which is looking likely, then they might actually finish above teams who haven't won a game this season, a.k.a. West Coast. Didn't win a game this season. And it's a long kick from that Melbourne player, but it's going to bounce out of bounds. Jones on the wing. 3.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. We haven't seen a goal yet, but there could be the first one. A kick inside the 50, and it's a mark, and it's going to be a kick from 48 metres out. Oh, what a goal from Menzel. He's kicked 2 good ones today, and that's another. Well, here's Chris Judd. He has a set shot here from a holding the ball call against Jeddah, and he puts it through the middle. It's another goal for the Blues, and they're out to 28 points. So another free kick out of the middle here for Carlton. And they're going to play it wide again. Yep. So Jones is there again. And this is just too easy for Carlton. It's sort of like a training drill, really. Yeah, it is. And Melbourne, they're not shutting down the spaces, even though it's been happening for the whole game. And here's a chance for big boy Casbolt. Yep, he's got another. That's a goal. And Carlton are out to 34 points now. This is going to be a blowout, I reckon. Well, Melbourne have got half a minute to try and do something. Well, yeah, a super goal would be ideal. It's 40 points of difference. That'll get the margin back down to a feasible 5 goals. And I reckon they can kick 8 goals in the second half, Melbourne, if they get a super goal here. But they're going to go inside the 50. They're going to play it safe. And Petrarca, well, he just has to kick this goal. And he's got it. So it gives Melbourne some momentum heading into half-time. Second half, and that Petrarca goal would have sent Melbourne into the half-time break with a bit of happiness. Yeah, it would have, and Hopefully that can translate into some good play here in the third quarter, but it's not looking likely because the Blues are already going to go inside the forward 50. Yeah, they are. It's a long kick, and it's an uncontested mark to Casbolt. Yeah, he should be able to kick this. Should be an easy kick for him to get the margin back out to 40. Yep, goal. Cancelled out that last one from Petrarca. The Blues are back up to 40 points ahead. Another backwards hand pass. It was a shit decision. 18 shrugs one off. Couldn't shrug off the other, and that's ball. Yep. Not sure what that Melbourne player was doing who hand passed it backwards. That's a recipe for disaster. Yep. And here's Tom Bell. Well, he can kick it from here. But he's got a one-on-one in the goal square, and I reckon that's where he'll go. No, it goes just short of that, Casbolt. Well, it was the double bluff from the Blues, and it worked perfectly. And this, to get it to 46 points. Nope, he shaved the post. So here go the Blues again. They're up by 40. And Melbourne, well, they've only kicked 2 goals for the whole game. Yeah, that's embarrassing. And that's even more. Colin Garland, he's been called holding the ball, and Casbolt's going to have another point. What can he do? And he needs to do something. Yeah, 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Melbourne have only kicked 1 point. Yeah. Look, it's not looking likely for him. If he misses this, I'm definitely rolling them out. Yep, they've lost. They're not going to win. Jones. Well, he's been influential on that wing position, and the reason why is because no one's on him. There's just too much space there. And I'm not sure how none of the Melbourne coaching staff or any of the players have actually noticed that. Yeah, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing as far as Melbourne are concerned. And Casbolt, well, he's going to get another, isn't he? Yep. It's out to 46 points as the highest margin of the game. Lamumba. I reckon this is his first disposal here. That's how bad Melbourne have been. They've not been sharing the ball around. They haven't even had much of the ball, really. It's just been all Carlton today. And here might be some respite. And it's a good mark from Dawes inside the forward 50. And it can give Melbourne maybe some hope, but no. Last quarter. The game's over already. Yeah, the game's over, and Melbourne, they just haven't come out to play today, and here's Cross. He's going to go for a kick inside the forward 50, and there's Hogan. So quick start from Melbourne, but I don't think they're going to be able to kick 8 goals in this quarter. No. Well, we saw 7 goals in the quarter for the Lions and the Dogs, actually, in match 21 versus Essendon, but I don't think they're going to be able to kick 8, especially now that they've kicked it behind. Right there. Ball up right next to the Carlton forward 50. Henderson taps it inside. McDonald managed to get the hand pass away. It's going to be picked up. Well, I thought it was going to be picked up by number 3, but it's picked up by Gibbs. He kicks it wide to Jones. And now Carlton can have a chance of getting a goal. Yeah, well, they want it. Oh, long kick. Mark. In the centre square. He can play on if he wants to. Oh, well, he should have just kicked the goal there. But he wants to be really sensible. Gets the goal nevertheless. Doherty. And the margin out to a big 53 points. Picked up by 3. Hand passed it to the opposition. Ball. So it didn't matter. That was the tactic from Carlton. Hand pass it to the opposition. And then get the big tackle in and get the hold the ball free kick. Well, yeah, it's a good tactic if you ask me. Especially against a shit team like Melbourne. And there's Doherty once again. Yeah. We can get 2 in a row, this man. And get it out to 59 points. And he does, straight through the big sticks. And the game's well and truly over. Cross. Kicks it in the 50. Hogan. Well, it's really embarrassing for Melbourne. They've only kicked 2 goals for the whole game. And if he misses this, it's well and truly embarrassing. Nope. He gets the goal. And it's a small consolation prize for Melbourne. Dawes picks it up. Kicks it inside the 50. And there's Hogan with the mark. Inside the forward 50 with a 2-minute warning on the Tissot clock. Yeah, well, Melbourne, they could get a couple in a row here. And if it does, yep, goal. So there's a goal for Hogan. They get 2 in a row, but it's not going to matter. Hand pass. So bouncing ball in the centre here. So number 40, Jamar, he says, I want the ball. And he says to number 18, Cross, you're not going to get it, mate, because you're not very good. And here's Hogan. This is for 3 in a row for Melbourne. Oh, yes, 3 goals in a row. There you go. So 40 points the difference. It's number 40 to kick it out. Melbourne are on 40 points. Oh, and there's the 2 number 5s. No, don't try and run away, other number 5. We saw it on the television broadcast, and that's so so sad for Carlton. It is, and I thought they'd listen to the rules, but no, they tried to sneak another number 5 onto the pitch. Then he tried to run away because the camera was on him. But no, we saw it. The broadcasters saw it. And Carlton, they're going to stay on -4 points, and they're going to be the first team in the history of any footy competition ever, real life, not real life, to be on -4 points. Yeah. Yeah, they are. To finish the season on -4 points is embarrassing for them. And it shows that they're real dirty cheats as well. So, Carlton, they deserve to be bottom of the ladder. All 3 games, they haven't listened to the code of conduct. And here's Judd. Well, that was great from him. But he hand passes it off there. And now there's a chance for the Blues. So the game's going to end. But no one's going to be awarded any points for it. No. Melbourne are going to get 0. Carlton are going to get -4. But they're going to get 4 for the win. But then they're going to get -4 deducted. And there's 3 seconds to go on the clock. And Carlton could get a late one. Nope, he marked it right on the siren. Doesn't matter though. Carlton, they've won 2 in a row, but they're not getting any points for it. And Melbourne, they've suffered a very heavy defeat here. Carlton by 40 points up in Darwin.
We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets you down. We're the only team old Carlton knows. With all the champions they like to send up, we'll keep our end up, and they will know that they've been playing against the famous old dark Blues. We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets you down. We're the only team old Carlton knows. With all the champions they like to send up, we'll keep our end up, and they will know that they've been playing against the famous old dark Blues.